Okay. All right, like
somebody give me a bottle of Tahitian treat.
Like them niggas say, use up.
How hip hop has affected society?
Society. Right now, how do you see hip hop affecting society right now?
Well, it just depends because I'm a hip hop lover, number one, and I know what I like from a hip hop perspective. Like, I know the artists that I like and the artists that I don't like, but I'm also a person who's very open to new music, and I hear things that maybe for today's times from a beats perspective or a rap perspective, and I'm like, sometimes I'm, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? And sometimes,
why though?
Like, I hear things and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Like, she just means sonically, basically. Like, I just don't know what I'm listening to.
You remember? Hold on, I told you that story. We were in the car. It was me and my sons and her. And LJ turns on Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci.
What the fuck
She
is
literally,
that?
she literally
But now
turned
I love that song.
It caught her so off.
Gucci Gang, you know?
It caught her so off, out of bounds. Like, she turned around, was like, yo, what the fuck is that?
I didn't know what the fuck it was.
So,
You know, so sometimes music in the rap industry is new to me. And I have to, like, listen to it and
Lil Pump.
analyze it. Right, I know
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump was.
I don't know who that is.
I still don't really know.
Who the hell is that?
I know that he's making music.
Little white boy with cotton candy dreads.
Oh, he's white?
he's not.
What?
Yeah, Lil Pump is
He's
white.
Cuban.
Oh, he's Cuban?
Since when?
Yeah, he's Cuban.
Now I know Tekashi is Tekashi
Mexican.
and Puerto Rican
Good for him.
from the Bronx, actually.
He's
Said
from
he-
Brooklyn.
What's the original
Yeah, he said he popped overseas. Yeah, he from Brooklyn, my bad.
So now that you established what hip hop is going on right now,
Right.
how does that affect society as you see
Oh, okay. So our son, for instance, you know, when we are with him, he wants to listen to Lil Pump. And
Lil Pump.
He wants to play that for us when
Lil
we're
Pump.
together or we're in the car. He's like, yo, I want to listen to this song. And we give him a chance to DJ, and it's like, again, who
No.
the fuck is this? So,
Lil Pump.
you know, hip hop in society for me has definitely changed because I used to know all the artists, all the songs, all the everything for the society for the time that I was listening to it.
also on a personal level?
On a personal
It's
level.
affected you how you see yourself in society.
I feel fucking old now because I don't know
That's where you're going at.
I
didn't
who
know
Lil
where you
Pump is.
I didn't know where you were going at
You know
first,
what
but
I'm saying?
I
Like,
understand.
It's a cool song.
now.
I hear it. I'm like, okay, Gucci Gang. But I'm like, who the fuck is that? And why is Gucci Gang important to you?
Yo, so welcome everybody to Queens, New York. If you didn't already know, now you know. I can understand that how society and hip hop today makes you feel old, as in, like, what the fuck is going on with this?
That's not Jay-Z.
No.
That's not Nas. That's not Biggie. It's fucking Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang.
So I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Or 21.
Right.
Savage.
So, I'll say my opinion. I feel like it's not just. Oh, I'm not there. Can you hear me now?
Go
Okay,
for it.
cool. I don't feel like it's just rap or hip hop today. I think it's music in general. Like, I feel like now at the age that I am, I'm turning into my parents. Like, when I was a kid with my Word Up magazine posters all over my room.
Hey, no music. What got a hot top way on top of your head?
You know, my mom busting in the room talking about what are you listening to?
Talking about some thug, like
now when I hear my, like, little cousins playing stuff, I'm like, that's not Nuck If You Buck. Like, what is y'all doing? Like, wait, I don't even understand what y'all is saying.
Just so we're clear, Krista just got dumb greasy with you niggas.
You ugly. You your daddy's son. Hey.
My son brought. I hate that. Oh, you are correct, baby. We are old.
Yes, yes.
My son came
What is
right.
that?
Juju on that beat.
And he literally put that on, and I was like, "Oh shit, this nigga is with it." He was like, if you buck. No, it was none of that. It was Juju on that beat.
He was like, what is that?
I was like, "Maybe that's Nuck If You Buck." He was like, "No, that ain't."
No, but the thing is, you told our son that was Nuck If You Buck, and he didn't understand what that was.
And then he hated the
he
original.
Was like, I don't know what that is. So
that
we was
is
like,
classic.
We'll play it for you.
Oh, wait.
We said we'll play it for you. We played it, and he was like, no.
So you got to think. The difference is when Nuck If You Buck came out, that was at the height of the crunk era where it was aggression on the floor. Like that, like crunk, like Lil Jon fight music for us in the South was what music they played at the Tunnel in New York. You know what I'm saying? Extra grimy shit where niggas would fight. We would play Let Your Hands Touch Your Fists, like where a song from MOP might have got somebody stomped out in the Tunnel in the mid-90s. If you had played with some hair busters.
Oh yeah, you get your shit bust.
Niggas was getting carried out. It was a different thing. So your young man, your son, the era that they in now, it's what Two Step was for us by DJ.
Those niggas.
Everything.
These new niggas are so passive aggressive.
For them, they dance.
See what you're inciting? What I'm saying is, first of all, let's pause for the cause.
Her A was so
and
long.
give 2 gunshots out for Lil Jon. Scrappy. You know what I'm saying?
Trillville, Crime Mob, that BME clique.
The whole thing.
Gunshots for BME.
And then you know who else? Who am I? I'm Bohagen, the life I lead.
Hold on. Okay, I'm from motherfucking Columbus, Georgia.
Hey, one time for
Bo
706.
Okay, Bo Hagen
Much
was like
love,
our hometown
Muskogee
hero
County.
off of one verse. How you get to be a Southern legend in rap off of one? Who
I don't
am
even
I?
know who
Bo
that
Hagen.
Oh, that
BME,
is sacrilege.
Okay, hold on. Stop. Pause.
I'm sorry,
Pause.
I don't.
Hold on.
Who was Bo Hagen?
Hold on. Don't say nothing. I said she let a gunshot fly. The greatest moment in Lil Jon's career was the release of the album known as Crunk Music.
Yes.
This album had, if you made a top 10 list of greatest album openers, this song would be on the list next to the G-Funk intro from Doggy Style. It would be right up there with the intro to the Chronic. It would be right up there to Victory at the beginning of the No Way Out album. It would be right up there.
That's heavy.
Yes.
Because,
It's right up there because
is that what I'm saying?
yes,
That's big.
to open your anybody from the South, all of our Southern listeners that have been raised in the South, that lived in the South back when Get Low was out, because Get Low was on that album. Okay, now I'll only bring that up just to show you context. If you know what Get Low did for the clubs when it first came out, to make people dance and lose their mind, that's what Get Low was before the mainstream hit it. Because that song was out for a while.
Shout out to the Yin Yang Twins, man.
One time for Yin Yang Twins,
God
man.
damn, yo,
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I was so happy when they got on Soul Train the first time. I was so happy. Whistle While You Twerk. The first group to ever put twerk on a record.
You went there because yeah.
She got her hands on her knees and her elbows on her thighs. She like to twerk and that's for certain. I can tell that she fine. She got me hype. I want to bite it right now. Yeah. Say, yeah.
Hey! Look, one time for Mr. Collie Paul, DJ Smurf.
They're not gonna get a lot of credit when the history books.
The Whisper song.
Listen, I was just gonna say that these niggas took a whole song and did.
Yo, that was my shit.
Listen,
The
I
nigga
strolled
with
to
the
that.
short hand said, "Wait till you see my dick." And a nigga in the background went, "Woo!" Yo, that was the hardest shit. Like, but anyway, back to the original thing. Like,
kids, I
crunk
need you to
music-
understand, kids. Your dreams can come true. The Yin Yang Twins made it. You can make it, okay? You sneaking and listening to this podcast right now, I salute to you. But
Dream
shout
big
out
dreams.
to the fucking Yin Yang Twins because they did way more than they were supposed to do in the game.
Right.
They did way more, but they're not going to go down in history as favorable.
Oh no. But the album Crunk Music this was like Lil Jon's Thriller.
Oh.
Because he had been bubbling for a while. You had the first look, because that was they only had one more Lil Jon and the East Side Boys album after that.
You are correct.
People forget about the
Lil
East Side
Sam.
Boys, Lil Bo and Big Sam.
Yeah.
My nigga Big Sam, bitch. One time for Fat Joe, the only artist that would come down and fuck with niggas from the South regularly. He was on a few Lil Jon
listen,
records.
so listen. he
One time for Joe
fucked.
Crack.
He fucked with Atlanta and like Florida. And Jay fucked with more of them niggas out in Houston. That was his brand of coffee, you know what I'm saying? Brad and them boys out
But
there.
the reason I say one time for Fat Joe is because we know this just from being whole fans. Jay don't really fuck with niggas. Jay fuck with him, but don't really fuck with him.
Word.
Jay don't do no music videos that ain't his video. He don't do no shows unless it's his show. And
He
that's
don't like
always been
voiceovers
the
either.
that's always been the knock of Jay-Z. Because like when Fat Joe would do a record down here, he coming down here to do the video.
Of course, 'cause
he
he's-
was
but he's
in
not
that,
on
you know what I'm
Hope's level,
saying?
though.
He will pop up at a show on somebody to have. You have to be a nigga. Like the only motherfuckers he'll pop up and do their show is people that's either Rock Nation affiliates or like a real deal icon, like or somebody that he got money with way back in the day. Like he'll show up for JD for the So Def reunion,
But
or
he
he'll
owed JD
fuck
a
with
lot, though.
shit. They both
he
set
owed
each other
JD a
up
lot.
greatly, man. One time for JD, man. Nobody
give,
gives JD
give
his
that
props,
nigga
man.
JD a fucking super horn.
One time for JD, man.
Man, that nigga needs all of the horns in the world. Well, yeah, I guess, you know, hip-hop as a whole has grown, and our freshman class to our senior class has now phased out of college, and they grown and got jobs. And now these new kids that are up in their classes now, and we don't know what the fuck is going on in half of these goddamn songs. But what I don't do, unless this shit is just super whack, is hate on these young niggas. I like to see these young niggas come out here and be able to feed their families, take 20, 30 people with them. But we old. I didn't think of it in that manner. When hip hop grows, you grow with hip hop.
Right.
That's why a lot of niggas that are 80s fans won't listen
Right.
to shit in the 90s, and 90s niggas are
It's
still
like hip hop's
screaming that
almost
shit
30
is.
now. Like hip hop is
It
like
is hip-hop.
25.
Hip hop is older than that,
25,
my G.
26. Yeah, like-
78.
Yeah. So it's like
2018.
yeah. So what, 30 now?
Over 30,
Close
right?
to.
Yeah, it's
78, 88, 98, 08, 18, 40.
yeah. Hip hop is, you know, it's older than I am.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's my idea.
What are you
Oh,
saying? It's older than you?
Yeah, it's just older than me.
Not older than me?
No, definitely not older than you. You youngest in here,
Shut
baby. Yeah.
See this
so
shit?
Crystal,
See this shit?
What up?
so you were saying, I'm sorry, because, you know, me and Jay get in our shit.
We know.
Now,
Yeah, we didn't know that.
so where has it taken you, like, in the society now? What role does it play for you now? Do you even listen to the new music now?
And we're talking about music now. I will listen to it if I just by chance hear it on the radio. But I'll be honest, I don't even listen to the radio like that anymore. I'm mostly on Spotify, and like I'm listening to songs from the 80s and 90s for the most part. So when I finally do hear something from today and age, the way they play it now, you hear it 10 times in a day and I'm done. So
They used to do that with us too, because Lord knows fucking the thong song and fucking Hey Y'all was controlling airwaves for hours and hours. We were like, God, please
I
turn
heard the
that
thong
shit
song earlier today on the radio.
off. Good for you. Good for you.
One time for the Dragon, known as Cisco.
I don't really want to think you want to mess with the dragon.
You don't want to mess with the Dragon.
I don't think you want to unleash the dragon.
Can I live? Can I breathe? Yo, you remember when that nigga challenged fucking
Yo,
Usher and all the
You're out of
niggas?
control.
This
I need
nigga
you to
was
read
on
this.
106 in Park and was like, he told AJ and Free back in the day, he said,
Usher
yo,
laughed at that nigga.
he said, no R&B cat out can touch me. None of
Well,
y'all.
well,
Usher
again,
came on the stage, he was
here
like,
we are again.
real little guy. Kels was like, huh? Like,
So let's
this was
let's
still
just be
early
clear.
2000s.
No,
like,
look, let's just be clear. Like I was telling you last week, when you get on and you get to having your shit the way you have it, and you that nigga, like I told you, Bobby Brown would say he was that nigga, right? And he
Facts.
at that moment
Well,
he was
nobody
that.
out, though.
Hold on, but he was that nigga though, right? Hold on, he was that nigga,
Said
right?
it when nobody's doing
Wait a
it.
minute. You like